Let you know we are live. Yep, we are live. Hello, everybody. We are live. This is the Globeli UK tour, live from the tour bus hangout today. I'm here with Jason of the DISBURY family, John Smith Globeli, and a couple of other people, I believe. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to find out what's happened on the Globeli tour today. I don't know who I'm going to start off with first. Jason, Harry. No, Jason, I'm going to start with you because I tuned into a live feed today. There was glitches on it, but I'm wondering if in a little bit you're going to be able to give me a synopsis on how that went. But just on a quick.
So you broke.
No worries. How are you feeling at the end of day 3?
We're very tired today. It was a long night last night, but today it started off quite well for me. I don't know about Harry, but it started off quite hostile today. It was quite hard to begin with. It was like. So it's really difficult, and there was like, I don't know, I've got 15, 20 people all around me, all barking at me. It was difficult, and they weren't having any of it. It was horrid at first. I was quite anxious, and I tell you what, and then it turned out to be one of the best days that I've ever done in flat Earth activism. It was magic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We had some great conversations, but everything kind of went wrong with camera. For the whole time I was filming for the whole event, I think was it about 4 hours? Yeah. So it's about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, and I filmed non-stop, not knowing that I wasn't going live. I thought I was actually speaking to you guys, and I was just talking in the street, speaking to myself. Honestly, it's just, and I didn't realize it said on my phone that I was streaming all the time. I'd done quite a few interviews. I just don't know what went wrong. I still haven't figured it out yet.
I think it might have been maybe the signal. The signal.
Well, it said that, I was on 4G. It said that I had good bandwidth. I checked it beforehand. The bandwidth is okay. I understand, but it has to be that. It has to be something like that. I've got a great unlimited data allowance.
Understood.
It can only be I think you're right. It has to be the explanation. I must have lost signal somewhere.
Aww. Harry, how are you feeling at the end of day 3?
Good, quite excited. As Jason said, it was a very busy day. There was a lot of crowds there, and you try to keep an eye on each other, but many times I couldn't see Jason because there's so many crowds of people between us.
Yeah. So
it was quite hectic, and as Jason said, it was pretty daunting to start with because there was a lot of I don't know what, it wasn't aggression, but it was resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that turned eventually throughout the day. But the good thing is, I must have counted about 6-7 flat earthers that we met. Two people sitting to my left here who came out today to meet us.
Aww.
These I've already met in the past. But we met Marlon today for the first time. Flat earther.
Yeah.
So there's about 6 or 7 of them today, so it was great meeting them. And we had some really lovely interactions with other people who are, open-minded.
Oh, fantastic. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Roxanne. Hi.
Yeah.
Say hi to the guys on the tour bus. So that's Lisa and...
Marlo.
Lovely. Lovely. Oh, wow. See? You know what? We've now got visual evidence that this is working. The Globeli tour is bringing people out and getting people to stand up for the truth. Isn't that what we're doing here? A lot's to be said for that, guys. Massive respect for you for coming out to the tour.
Thank you. And can I just say that Lisa and Marlon got really involved, engaging with people there in the street, and it was great to see.
Wow.
About 6 or 7 other people doing that throughout the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, guys.
It's a real pity.
Okay. I think I might have had a little bit of a signal issue there, guys. So if you are still hearing me, I'm just going to wait until I hear something from them, because I'm not hearing much from them right about now. So if you're in the chat room and you're not hearing very much right about now, just bear with me. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Bear in mind, they're on the tour bus, so they are going to have some kind of issues sometimes, as we experienced with Dave in the previous hangout. So just bear with me while I try and maintain contact with them just now. As you heard, they'd reached out to a couple of people that came forward today. In fact, I think I heard Harry say something along the lines of 6 or 7 people came out today. There was still a couple of people on the tour bus with them. So hopefully they'll come back in a short while and have a chat to us. But in the meantime, I just want to say something, right? I've been on every day this week, and I have to say, this is brilliant. Opening up the platform like this and communicating with people in the way that we have been, and being able to keep track of the tour in the way that we have been. I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do quite a bit more of it. I'm getting a lot out of it. I'm hoping you are too. I pretty much like being on the pulse as far as what's going on the streets. As much as going out onto the streets myself, I do like having a finger in the pot. Hello, my darlings, you're back.
Yeah, just a little communication technical error.
Mm-hmm. No worries. You're with us.
We seem to have lost our light as well. It's all happening.
In the tour bus in the dark.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Oh, never mind. Well, look, at least you're with us. That's all that matters. You're with us.
Yeah, a little bit light.
So, all in all, how would you encapsulate today, guys? How was Exeter? How woke would you say what Exeter is? Give me a synopsis of how woke Exeter is.
Well, I think it's like a lot of places we go to. It's just a great mix, but I would say predominantly, I think a lot of people wanted to come and laugh at it, at the idea.
Right.
We try to engage with as many of those people as possible, but there's just crowds of people going past. So I think too many people for the two of us to engage with, but we did have help at times from people like Marilyn and Lisa, and must be about 5 other flat earthers. So.
Yeah. But we could have done with 10 flat earthers today and still struggled. It was a full-on day today. It was fantastic. We thoroughly enjoyed it in the end. It was just brilliant. And the worst part of it this time was having to rush away for parking tickets when we were dying to stay. We could have stayed there all night tonight, couldn't we?
Love it.
The high street was just so busy.
Yeah.
Love it. And the people have come out. People have come out and reached out to you while you're on this tour. That is mega.
And like the guy the day before in Taunton came from Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come especially to see us from Newcastle.
Traveling through.
But he was traveling through and he had to come and meet us. So that was great.
Yeah.
Ah, brilliant. So all in all, when you've been having your interactions today, obviously, admittedly, Jason, we had some technical issues, so we weren't really able to get a clear depiction of what was going on. What would you say the general gist of it was? How many proper interactions do you reckon you had today?
Again, it's a difficult one because a lot of them I had some really good quality interactions. Where people, certain people are with you so long and they're challenging every part of it, And I like them ones because, you know, like you get to, you're not just talking about one or two little subjects within it. You're going through the whole shebang of it. It's yeah, no, it was great. I think interactions wise, oh, probably about 30 or 40 interactions, you know, like throughout the day, with I'd say probably about 6 or 7 of them were they just went on for ages. They really really did. But right at the beginning, I had one interaction with a group of hostile people, and it went on for so long, and I felt like crying. It was hard. It really was. It was a difficult time for me, because you know when you've been given a question and you're about to say another question comes, and you're about to say another question comes, and you're about to, and it just kept on going on. It was like, oh, for God's sake. And I said over to Ari, I said, no one's paying attention. You shouted, Dave, oh, they're not listening.
That was Taunton, I think.
Was that? Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, I was just. It was hard. It was. But once they buggered off and let me speak to real people, that cups were half empty. Yeah, it was easy then.
Do you feel like you're getting a little bit more like seasoned to this whole getting out onto the street and going at it like the way you are? Do you feel maybe I wouldn't want to imply that you felt intimidated in the first place, but how do you feel now, Jason, as opposed to how you first felt when you were going out and activating?
Yeah, you know what? I have to say, just keep bringing it on. Give me the hard stuff, and then you get stronger and stronger. And the more that they give you them difficult questions and that, you do a little bit of research and go, oh, bloody, I don't know that one. I should know them answers. And then you get better and better. You know, like I don't know how diamonds are made, but I think they say it's something to do with pressure. So I was getting a lot of pressure. So maybe one day I'll be a diamond.
I've actually I've got a question for the both of you. Actually, I'm going to start with you, Harry. What would you find is the best visual representation to show someone when you're trying to show them about the fact that they've been lied to? What's your go-to visual representation to make someone visualize what it is you're saying?
Yeah, well, I prefer using the high-altitude balloon 360.
Nice.
It's completely flat, and I put it to them. I don't think you've seen it either. You've never seen the curvature. Use high-altitude balloon 360 video evidence that it's flat. It's completely flat.
Yeah.
Horizon is always flat. And I meet so many people who say, but I've seen the curvature. Yeah, I know what your next answer.
That old chestnut, eh? That old.
Yeah, I know what your next answer is going to be. It's going to be a no. I said, any evidence of that? No. And then, as we know now, there's a lot of airline pilots come out saying that they've never seen the curvature.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the passengers has.
And what about you, Jason? What would you say your best go-to visual representation of the
you know what? It's on my leaflet, and I go to it every time. I put it there because it means a lot to me. It's land that you should.
Jason, have you got one of these to hand while you're talking?
I haven't, but on the other side, that's it. On the other side, land that you shouldn't be able to see.
274 miles.
Yeah, 273.
Let me turn it around. I'll put it up to the camera for everybody to see.
Yeah, so the first part of it, you know, is Blackpool Promenade. It was in the Blackpool Gazette. You know, if you can see the Isle of Man from 65 miles away, 2,500 feet should be hidden, and yet the highest mountain is Snaefell, and that's 2,000 miles. So why the hell can we see this bloody land? You know, like, so, yeah, if there's land, I've been talking to a few people today. I go down to Brixham quite a lot. And, you know, so when you're down at Brixham, you can see Exmouth Beach. I haven't bought a P1000 yet, and I can't wait because everybody's going to see this footage when that, you know, like when that arrives.
But I mean, consider it maybe just a mirage.
Well, yeah, it could be a mirage. It's inverted land, 15 miles away, upside down. It's all rubbish. I mean, like, look, if I can see land that you shouldn't be able to see, that's good enough for me, and it should be good enough for them once they work out a little bit of that Pythagorean's theorem, spherical trigonometry. once they've looked into that and the curvature calculator, then for me it's a done deal.
Yeah, well said. I'm just showing everyone the leaflet that you're talking about, that you're handing out just now, just so everyone can get a good visual representation of what it is, the kind of red pills you're handing out to people. Whoops. Whoops. But there's a lot of good visual representations on there, Jason. I mean, yeah. I'm struggling to find one that you've missed.
Yeah, I mean, with that, and and the banners that we got, it means that like I can remember certain points and that, like it's a fallback for me to talk along the journey of flat Earth on kind of what I discovered along the way, and yeah, that's what all that is. They're my proofs, and I think if it's good enough for me, it should be good enough for other people.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. How many people that you speak to know about the moon landings being faked?
That's a little bit of a weird one. That funny that you should bring that up. I've just went into Sainsbury's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got my Hoax t-shirt on, and someone just said, was looking really strongly at my t-shirt, and he said, "Oh, I thought that said hoax," and I said, "It does." I said, and I said, "Do you believe in the moon landings?" He said, "Well, of course I do." He said, "My friend works for NASA." Okay, so what does that prove? Your friend works for NASA, and just because of that, you believe in the moon. Was it the moon landings? Oh, come on. So he become a little bit hostile towards me. This is in Sainsbury's. All I'm trying to do is buy some bread.
Wow. Wow. Can I ask Lisa a question, if that's all right? It's not too much of a deep one. Well, it is probably a bit of a deep one. I wanted to know how long have you been awake for, darling, and what woke you up?
Out again.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
Yeah. How long have you been awake for, Lisa, and what woke you up, darling?
Well, I guess I've been awake to flat Earth for the last 3 years, and a friend of mine that was looking into all kinds of conspiracy theories came across the flat Earth theory, and he just came to me one day and said, he looked at me in shock and said, "You know what? I think the Earth is flat." And like he really had only just digested it and said, if this is right and the calculations are right, then it looks like the Earth is flat. And my initial reaction was like, "Are you really serious? But how can that be possible? But how can that work? But how can the sun go down? But how can the planets be round and the Earth's flat? Where does the water go?" I just said the same things that everybody says to begin with. And then, he said to me, "You've just got to look at the video for yourself. I can't answer all these questions. You'd only just come across the theory." So I went and looked at the videos, and, I started to hear the arguments, and I thought, this is interesting, but, it doesn't explain everything to me. It didn't explain how the sun appears to go down. So I kind of really felt like, because I analysed things quite a lot, I really wanted to know the full truth before I came to any decision. Mm-hmm. I was kind of like looking to find a model that worked to explain everything. Right. And I wanted to know so much information. I thought, I'm never really going to get to the bottom of this, ever. But I thought, well, most of the evidence suggests to me that the Earth is flat. So the more I looked, the more evidence I found, and I did that for 3 years.
Wow. So you looked into it far enough to know that you're not going into another belief system.
Out. I mean, it's hard to know exactly what it is, because obviously there's still a lot of question marks, and the rabbit hole's so deep that when you go into it, every single subtopic you can go into in detail. So you can never really get completely to the bottom of it, but at the same time, it's quite clear that what we are told is not what we think it is.
Correct. It boils down to all we know is what we've been taught, right?
Yeah, and so I guess we just have to go by experience in every moment.
Correct. Living in the moment, living in the now. Harry, your other friend that's there, Am I able to speak to your other friend as well? Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask the same question? How long you've been awake and what woke you up?
Well, when you say awake, you mean with regards to flat Earth?
Awake to flat Earth and all truths. Any truths that you've been awoken to? How? Because some people's journeys, you know, some people have woken up at 9/11. Some people have woken up to other things. So yeah, wherever your journey started from, where did that start?
Well, probably about 3-4 years after 9/11 happened, like many people, I started to question the official narrative. But with regard to flat Earth, about 3 years ago, I was living in the southern Mediterranean. I was able to watch the sun quite clearly rising every morning. And at first, I just started questioning heliocentricity. And I didn't know anything about anything with regards to what was happening with the flat Earth movement. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. And eventually I got to the point where, all right, well, look, if Earth is at the center and the sun and the moon are spinning around us, how can this ball be spinning? If it's not spinning, what's going on? And then I went on YouTube and I was like, well, let's have a look. Is anybody talking about this? And I was like, oh my God, there's like millions of people talking about flat Earth. And that's how I got into it.
Wow. Wow. And for the both of you, with any kind of human interaction conversations that you're having people, what changes in people's perceptions to be talking about it in public have you noticed since you've woken up? Lisa, since you've woken up, when you bring it up in public, is there any changes you've seen?
I guess it really depends on the person. You know, some people are just like violent hostility, and other people straight away are open-minded. But I mean, I live in Glastonbury, and you have all kinds of reactions. You know, even within the alternative scene, not everybody is going to be open to it. Some people will still be adverse to it in the alternative scene. It really just depends on the person.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, the best example I could give is what Jason was talking about with this lady today, where I was pretending to be a globe Earth believer. She was very hostile, and it reminded me of back in the day when the Loose Change documentary came out regarding 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be quite common for people in pubs to sit around and go, "Oh, have you heard about 9/11? Oh, that's just a conspiracy theory." And if you started trying to sort of go into the evidence and stuff, people would get quite angry, you know, to the point where you'd almost have to stop talking about it.
Disrespectful to those who died.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. And I could see there was a lot of there's still a lot of those people.
I don't know if I've just broken up slightly. If you can hear me,
Yeah,
up a little bit. No worries. Can you? I'll start with you, Lisa, again. What have you gained out of coming out to the Global UK tour today? Do you feel it was a worthwhile experience coming out and interacting with people?
Definitely. I mean, I didn't really interact with the public that much, aside from I met some other flat earthers that were, you know, today. So I didn't really like interact with the globals that much, and also I did notice that, you know, I could hear the comments and a lot of it was quite hostile. I didn't really know how to respond to that. So
understood. But you felt good about at least coming out and meeting some other like-minded people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mullen?
I'm just trying to think now. Wait, what was the original question?
No worries. How do you feel? How do you feel after coming out to the UK Global tour today?
Okay, so yeah, no, it was a really enjoyable experience, and you know, it was a bit of a shock to see the kind of stuff that Jason and Harry have to deal with, because you know, people expect answers on the spot, bang, 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 and they're not interested in some of the answers, so they're coming back at you with another question, and you have to be like just so quick.
Yeah.
People expect you to be like a walking, talking Wikipedia for flat Earth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's I could see it was really, really challenging for them, and that's why I stepped in and pretended to be a globe earther when there was a very hostile lady who was, you know, couldn't quite seem to understand why you shouldn't be able to see X, Y, and Z from the Blackpool seafront.
Yeah.
Right. Jason and Harry, I'm just going to go to you on this one. I'm going to ask you both in reflection of today, in the conversations that you've had with people today. What do you think the best way to raise awareness is? In the fact that you're out on the streets in conversation, what do you think the best way to raise awareness in conversation is? What's the best line of conversation coming up?
Yeah. Get your banners out. It is. It's
about people.
Get your banners out. It is a magnet. As I say, I mean, like we were kind of like, I set all my framework up, and I look over to Harry and say, "Are you ready? You're filming. You ready? Are we ready?" And release. And then they just come flocking. You know, like it just takes seconds, and you know, like
today is at that point when Jason's just lowering the banner. Lots and lots of people just stopping their tracks, and looking just in dismay, and some in shock and pointing and looking.
Wow.
You see the crowds walking by, and then it all just comes to halt.
Yeah.
You know, people put bags down and they're looking.
For everybody, just buy some banners, get some banners out, and this will all move forward so fast. Yeah.
And one other thing I really wanted to ask with Lisa and Marlon, because they're out there with you now on the Globe Live tour, they're with you on the tour bus. With people like yourself, do you think this is one good way that people can be encouraged to speak up about the truth? By a Globe Live tour coming to a town or city near you, and people that pertain to know the splat come out and speak in public? Does it give people like yourself, the confidence to come out and go, no, it's all right, I'm gonna come out and meet other people that know the same thing I know?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of these interviews on YouTube, and I thought it was a great idea, so I thought I'd come along and see for myself. And like I watched the video of Brighton, and I've met a lot of these people anyway. I just couldn't make it along to that particular one, but I thought, I saw the other interviews, and I thought it'd be good, for tips as well. I've spoken to a lot of flat earthers because I live in Glastonbury, and there's a lot of alternative people there.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm isolated or anything. I am around a lot of people that are open-minded anyway. And I guess so much so that when I come into the reality where people believe it's a globe, it's weird. And I kind of surrounded myself with my own reality. So it's difficult to know where to start from the very beginning, because I've gone so deep down the rabbit hole. I've got to go back to basic conversations.
No, well said.
But I mean, if people are open-minded, then I'm happy to talk to them. But if they're hostile, I don't really see the point.
Yeah.
When I have a proper conversation, then I can explain things. But some people, you just, they're just getting through to them.
Just switched off.
So it really depends on the person if they're open.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. Harry and Jason, can you tell me what the lowdown is for the next 24 hours, if you will?
Hope you can, Jason, because I can't remember the next place I'm supposed to be going to.
Yeah, we're off to Torquay next. I think it will be Torquay seafront, providing that the wind is calm. If it's not calm, then we're going to have a quick change of plan and try and get into town a bit, so that we're protected by some buildings and things. But I'd like to shake it up and have a different sort of theme for tomorrow and get on the seafront. We'll speak to some holiday makers. I think that might be a change from the town, I would think.
Yeah, just a shame it's just at the tail end of the summer, though.
Yeah, that's right. It's just like today. Oh, we just had a little technical fault. 1 second.
Right.
There you go. Sorry, we're just a bit of housekeeping.
But I don't think you can go wrong really with a high street wherever you are, because that's where most people are going to be congregating.
Correct.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a funny one, Torquay, because they do have quite a lot of bylaws in Torquay. Now we can ignore them, but I do know that there is security about in Torquay, and even though I thought that Taunton, we actually were we asked security today to if we were allowed to go on the high street, and surprisingly enough, they said yes.
Lovely. That's positive, isn't it?
It was a complete shock.
Fine. I think, given the fact that you're going around the whole of the UK, I think that's a bloody good sign. I think that's a really good sign.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we're going to try the seafront, but if it's windy, then we're into town again, which is okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know. But yeah, so today was a bit of a struggle. We found this the camper van is it's difficult to find parking. It's quite big, this, and to try and find parking that's close to the town, that's really we found that a little bit hard. That was so. Today it kind of took us over an hour to try and find parking.
Well, at least, yeah.
So we're hoping because of that fact, we'll try and make it a bit more of an earlier start. But we're hoping to. I'll go live again tomorrow at around about 12:30, 1 o'clock or so. But I've decided that I'm going to record as well as going live, just in case that we do have any technical issues there.
Yeah, yeah. No, that'd be excellent. I just want to reach out to the chat room. Does the chat room have any questions you would like to ask Harry or Jason regarding the tour dates and places? If you have any questions that you want to ask Harry or Jason, please put them in capital letters in the chat box so I can distinguish them from other comments. I want to reach out to the chat room. We've got lots of people in the chat room that are tuned in. Stephen Watson, GoPro Flat Earth UK Darb, John Thor, thank you for tuning in, my darling. Joe Brown, Ute, Voyage Horizonte. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stanley, thank you very much for tuning in. Christian, thank you very much for tuning in. Spherical Cow, Marilyn Spirit Level, thank you for tuning in. Tommy Rogers, thank you for tuning in. John James, Oz Wizard, Amanda Effie, thank you so much for tuning in. Aras Sadak, thank you for tuning in. Joey Sylvie, thank you for tuning in. Got a lot of people showing love and respect to you guys in the chat room, guys.
Well, hello, Aberdeen. Thanks very much for watching.
And can I say as well, we received a few more donations and that. Thanks very much. It really is appreciated. We keep finding more and more expenses. You know, like so.
I can imagine.
Okay, to tell you the story. We just pulled up in Sainsbury's after we did the filming today to get a bit up and met up with Marilyn and Lisa.
Brilliant.
Just before that, a transit van turned up. This Irishman jumped out. Said, I hear you're looking for a generator. And I said, oh, how did you know that? Oh, I just think you're looking for a generator. So we got one for you. So we were under the impression he's going to lend it to us. But as soon as he gets into barting, he says, no, I want some money for it. So we tried to explain, well, we can't afford it. So eventually he had to go away. And then Jason left the van and he went into Sainsbury's. Then another van pulls up. Another Irishman is in it, wanting to sell another generator, a really expensive one. But initially he said, do you want a generator? You can borrow this one. And then when you go to Ireland, you can just give us it back. But then it turns right. Eventually the conversation turns towards money and we wanted money for it.
And we thought it was one of you guys who were loaning us after, because we talked about generators yesterday, that maybe someone could loan us a generator, and I was convinced that these were flat earthers turning up offering us generators.
But apparently what they do is they just go around looking for motorhomes and try to sell generators.
Gutted.
Yeah.
Gutted. Oh, well, never mind. Listen, I want to give a shout out to Plain Station. Thank you for tuning in as well. Pat Mustard, thank you for tuning in. And Peter Steins, thank you for tuning in. I want to say this, guys. I plan to keep everybody up to date every single day of this UK tour. We're only on day 3 and we've got 2 months to go through. So there's a long way to go yet, guys. They've got Ireland to go through, Scotland to go through, and then all the way back down through England. I put every single date that I've got up to date. Jason, if there's any additions to those dates, please text them to me so I can update the description box. But for now, all of the dates are in the description box. Every single avenue that you have to donate to the tour is in the description box. Everybody's channels is in the description box. All the information you need to get behind this UK tour is in the information box.
I just wanted to say we finished the Taunton video. I was going to upload that tonight, but my inverter packed in, so I can't power my laptop. So,
wow. No worries. Peter Steins, Islands Waiting. Peter Steins, if you want to get in contact with the tour directly, if you want to email Jason, his email is jason@disbury.com. I'll put that in the description as well. The guys are going to be coming to Ireland. Do you want to give us a quick synopsis of where you'll be going in Ireland?
It is. We're starting off at Dublin. And it's only because I have to have a pint of Guinness in Dublin. So it's got to be done there. Anyway, so from there we're going to, is it Limerick first? Yeah. So we're going off to Limerick. I think that's where, is that where, are the elves or something in Limerick? Is it elves, so, yeah, or is it something like that? Anyway, and then you go off to Galway. So we're off to what's it, Galway after that, and then it's Belfast, isn't it?
Yeah, Dublin, Cork.
Ah, I missed out Cork.
Limerick, Galway, and Belfast.
And then Belfast. And then from Belfast, then we're off to Scotland way.
Wow. So out of all the locations that are still in, I want the specifics. I want, where's the place that you're most optimistic about, like somewhere that you haven't been, that you're like, this is going to be interesting. Where's that place? Not your favorite, not like your most looking forward to place, but the place where you're most like, this will be interesting kind of place.
Well, I think Dublin answers all that for me. Probably be my favourite, but also it could be really interesting. Hopefully, a lot of open-minded people there in Dublin.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Dublin as well. I think that will be an interesting one. It won't be my favourite one, but it will be an interesting one. You know, I kind of think that going to the more obscure places like the Orkney Isles, or even was it Tobermory, which I think is going to be like Balamory in the TV program. So more of the obscure ones would be interesting.
Oxford would be a challenge.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. Yeah. God, there's so many. Yeah, Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah.
Universities especially.
Yeah.
We can get,
I was going to say, guys, do you mind if I play the promo?
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. No.
Alrighty.
Enjoy.
I'm going to do that. Just do something real quick.
sit down, Marlon.
Can everyone see it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to let you see the promo.
Let's just put it back to start.
Good help if I put it back to the beginning, wouldn't it, everybody? Yeah. Right, well, sit back, everybody, and enjoy the next 4.5 minutes. I'm going to play you the promo video for the Flat Earth UK tour, which is on day 3 right now. So enjoy. Oh, no. It's not sharing properly. Can you guys see it? No.
Green screen at the moment on it.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry.
Have you pressed play, Roxanne?
I'm trying to, but my laptop's doing this whole, doesn't want to be my friend at the moment.
Your mouse isn't over the play.
With a bit of luck, it'll work. I'm hoping everyone can see it. I'm not sure. I'm not really interesting. I'm having.
Roxanne, do you want me to try at my end?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Obviously, Roxanne's not a complete professional.
as you can see, the van's all stickered up. So what do you think?
Thank you very much for everybody who's contributed towards this tour. It's been really heartwarming to see all the money coming in. And hopefully we'll reach our target if that keeps coming in over the 8 weeks.
So we're going to be doing this tour in 8 weeks. We've got 56. We did have 57 places to go. We're down to 56. Taunton is now complete. Got all that. That's gone. But we've got Exeter to go. So we're doing Exeter tomorrow. We hope that some people will be out there helping us out with some sort of media. Contact the newspapers, radio stations, TV if you can. Contact your local MP. Yeah, so contact some media, and that will help us on every destination that we're going to go to. It'd be great to see some more people turn up. We had 2 people here today. It was fantastic. Met these guys. We'd like to meet so much more flat earthers and give us a hand. You can, if you're not too good at, don't have the confidence to talk to people, you can hand out some leaflets for us. You can help us in so many different ways. You can even donate.
In Taunton, we met a couple of flat earthers who came out especially to see us, which was great to see. So hopefully, as we travel down other cities and towns, we'll see a lot more of you come out to meet us. That's really good to see so many flat earthers coming together.
So we're not quite there yet. We've had some donations come in. Thank you very much. We're nearly there. It's nearly all what's it paid for now, and then we can complete our journey. We've still got a little way to go, but look, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Thanks to everybody for viewing this video. This is the start of our Flat Earth UK tour, and our first destination was Taunton, which we filmed. I hope you enjoy the video.
Awesome. All right, so
That's sticking for you, Roxanne.
huh?
Was it sticking?
Was it sticking? What do you mean? Yeah. Sorry, I've just got the most complaints for BT internet right about now. Like, I wouldn't want to be the person on the receiving end of the phone when I phone them up tomorrow. Like, I'm not happy with their service. So I'm on BT internet. Your internet's crap. We need to come better. We're paying a lot of money a month for my internet, so not happy about that, guys. But yeah, I was trying to convey to you really where the guys are coming from with the UK Global Tour. They've got the camper van all sticking up. The camper van's out there red pilling people. Put the links in the description for how to donate. You can get the channels for Jason and Harry in the description. I'm going to put FE Start in the description as well. You can actually, I'm going to put the link for Flat Earth 101 as well. Massive shout out to FE Offensive and Flat Earth 101 for getting behind the UK Global Tour. Donators, they're putting it out there. They're getting the word out there. David Gesser, he's put the UK Global Tour on Flat Earth 101. You can get a ton of information off of Flat Earth 101 as well, just like on FE Start. In fact, David and Jason say that it's almost like the UK and American counterparts. Like they're very much the same platforms, one for the UK, one for the Americans, and hopefully we're going to get it to a point where both of the websites are putting out pretty much the same stuff and get both leaflets and bits and pieces on both websites. But on Flat Earth 101, you can get everything on the UK tour all in one stop, and you can also contact FE Start, www.festart.co.uk. You can get videos there, you can get leaflets there. There's also a contact button as well that will, if you've got any questions that you want answered, you can get through to that. Jason at DISBURY.com as well. And yeah. So tomorrow, guys, can you repeat where you are tomorrow?
We're in Torquay tomorrow. Should be there between 12:30 and 1 o'clock.
Goody.
And it'll be somewhere on the seafront.
Lovely. You know what? There's not many sleeps to go before I'm there.
And when you're there, Roxanne?
I'm going to be there with you from the 20th.
22nd.
I feel sorry for you guys. I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be bringing liquor. I'm going to be drinking nice foods. I'm going to be bringing nice vibes, and I'm going to be going live quite a lot from the tour bus.
That sounds good.
Excellent.
I'm going to be bringing mobile chargers galore.
Bring it on the 20th.
All is in now, lads. Okay, because the care package is coming. Okay, the care package is coming in a big way. In fact, massive shout out to David Gesser as well. I've got a care package on the way for you guys from the United States of America.
Yeah.
There's a couple of care packages actually from David Gesser and D Marble that are on their way to the UK.
David and D Marble, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm going to bring those care packages out to you. I'm not even going to break the seal on them. I'm going to be stacked like that, bringing stuff out to you. And so, yeah, I'm going to be with you guys in a week. And tomorrow, I'm going to be live again with you guys. And I'm also going to be live on another hangout as well with D Marble and Ranty Flat Earth and a special guest. Got a special guest coming tomorrow. Wouldn't you like to know who that is? I wonder. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a clue. Not someone that's been on my channel before.
Could I say it's a letter for his first name?
Oh.
You can try. Go on.
No, it's just a letter for his first name, is it?
Go on.
Or maybe not.
Go on.
I don't want to say a name and get it wrong.
Go on. Come on, try me.
Okay, well, I'll do it. Could it be a letter R? Letter R?
I was thinking more D.
And I was thinking R, as in...
No, sorry, wrong.
Because I'm waiting for a special, someone with a letter R.
All right, so tomorrow, when you see who the special guest is, right, this will make sense, right? But tomorrow I've got a special guest. That's what I'm going to do. Oh. You're just not going to get it, are you? You're not going to get it.
It would be a D.
Pardon? No. not that that's beyond the realms of possibility, though. Okay, let's keep it.
Right.
Okay, but no, that's not who it is. But I'm going to say confident that you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
All right, good. I look forward to it.
There's a subject up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What I do want to know is because tomorrow's Saturday night. Yeah, you guys are due a little bit of a night off. Surely.
No. We haven't got time for that rubbish.
rubbish. No time for a couple of cans and a bit of rubbish. All right, no worries, no worries, no worries. But if you do get a half hour or an hour, I'm going to be on with D Marble and Ranty. Ranty's going to be sharing some stuff with us, and so is D Marble. It's going to be some interesting stuff, possibly some stuff you might be able to use in conversation to take out the roads.
Yeah, we'll tune into that and watch that. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. And I'm going to be live with you guys tomorrow as well after your day out in
Torquay.
Torquay. Okay. So keep it posted for the live feed tomorrow from Jason. Click that notification bell on his channel. His channel is in the description box for this video. All of the links for how to donate are in this video as well in the description box. Jason and Harry's channel. I'm going to be live back tomorrow, later on in the evening and earlier on in the evening. So 2 lives tomorrow. But tomorrow will be about 7, 8 o'clock GMT, depending on what the boys are doing with the tour. Boys, Lisa, Marlon, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up tonight?
It's been nice chatting.
Oh, awesome. It's been lovely meeting you guys. I'm telling you, I love meeting new people that know they're not on a spinning ball. It's nothing quite like it. Like, hello, new person. Do you know you're not on a ball as well? Nice to meet you. Gee, I'll drink to that.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Roxanne. Thanks again.
Chat room, thank you so much for tuning in to us as well. Chat room's had massive love for you guys, Harry and Jason.
In the chat. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Day 3 of an epic 8-week tour over 50 locations, the UK and Ireland. Get with the program. We're going to be back with day 4 tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Massive love and respect to you all. Stay black.
Stay black.
Stay black.